Everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Neurodiverse Merciless. I'm your host, John Arroyo. And boy, was Raw crazy. We had 3 championship matches, a new tag team champions, a battle royal for a winner to face CM Punk at Saturday night's main event. We had some returns, some chaos, so let's get right into it. So we start with Adam Pearce announcing that Seth Rollins is injured and he will be out for most of the rest of the year. So we do not know what that means for the championship. Division comes out, Breaker holding the World Heavyweight Championship, but Adam Pearce says no matter what, we're going to have a battle royal tonight. The winner will face CM Punk on Saturday night's main event. And Breaker doesn't want to relinquish the title, and pretty much is a great back and forth. He finally does. And then at the end, Heyman, Breaker, and Vree talk about they was planning this all along, and they was waiting for Seth not to know for them to backstab them. But we're going to find out later from someone else that Seth already knew that Heyman was going to backstab, because that's what Heyman does. Heyman is a backstabber. And I think the storyline is going to be really interesting moving on, but I feel like they kind of pulled the trigger too early. And I'm just waiting to see how they're going to capitalize on this, because Seth Rollins is actually injured. So we have to see how this all works out. Then we have the Judgment Day backstage, and Finn and JD are not happy because Dominik was talking to Adam Pearce, and he was mad that he was needed to defend the titles. And he's like, why not my tag team partners? So that's how we got this match of Judgment Day versus Dragon Lee and AJ Styles. Like, it's the weirdest team up, but it kind of works. I'm going to talk about that when more into the match. But before the match, Finn and JD are mad, saying that, why would you say that? And Dominik says, well, I'm the only one defending my title. And then they walk off, getting ready for the match. Roxanne tries to flirt with Dominik, but Raquel tells her, no, you have a match you need to focus on. So pretty much everyone is all over the place. Like, then we get the match of AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Judgment Day. It was great back and forth with JD and AJ Styles, and then Dragon Lee tags in flying around in the air like a boss. Like, Dragon Lee is one of a kind, one of my favorite luchadors right now. And then halfway through the match, Judgment Day tried to use number games to keeping Dragon Lee down, but crazy back and forth. Like, literally, the rest of the match is multiple tag moves, multiple near falls. And near the end, Finn Balor tries to hit the Styles Clash, but it gets reversed, so AJ Styles hits the Styles Clash, making them the new World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions.
You what?
I have mixed feelings on this. It's given AI generated. It's given if you play WWE 2K and you're in universe mode and it's a generated match. I am a little confused about this. I thought AJ Styles was going to go after the IC and Dragon Lee was going to go after the AAA Championship. Raw has a lot of tag teams. You're not using them. Pretty much this shows why the Raw tag team division is kind of lackluster. And then we get the Usos backstage arguing, talking about how pretty much Jimmy was like, okay, I'm sorry, Jay. I need to apologize to Roman. Jay says, Roman's not here. And I don't know if he's going to come back right now. It's a battle royal tonight, and I'm going to win. Jimmy's like, I'm in it too. So let the best brother win. So we kind of already see the brothers already going at it. So we had to see how long the Usos will stay together before they start brawling again. Then we got the match of Dominik Mysterio and Rusev for the Intercontinental Championship. And boy, was this a good match. Rusev being dominant, just throwing Dominik around, beating the hell out of him. But Dominik reverses it mid-air with a reverse suplex. Like, it was really cool. Rusev does a spin slam, but Dominik tries to run away with the belt, but then Penta shows up, and Dominik pushes Penta into Rusev. And then he tries to grab the little hammer. And then at the end, Rusev finds out about the hammer, but Dominik hits a low blow and does a roll up for the win. I love it. It was really Eddie Guerrero style. Dominik Mysterio is literally this generation Eddie Guerrero, and I love it. Like, I love Dominik finding ways to cheat to win. It's really innovative. Not innovative, but it's really fun. And you can see, like, they're really putting into work because it's really fun to see what he would do next. And then it leads right into the other Intercontinental match, but for the woman. So we got Maxxine Dupri versus Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental title match. And guys, Maxxine was good, okay? Y'all, she been so underrated. She's been putting into work. If you saw the videos of her in the dungeon with Natalia, she is so good. Right away, Becky beats her up. But Maxxine fights for roll-ups and pins. Crazy brawl on the outside. Becky looks like she's going to win from a count out, but Maxxine comes in with her hitting a big step drop kick, a fisherman suplex, a big knee, great back and forth submission holds, an ankle lock. Becky Lynch puts in an armbar. Maxxine Dupri does an innovative way to get out of the armbar into the ankle hold. Becky Lynch tries to run away with the championship. Maxxine catches her, but at the end, Becky Lynch hits Maxxine with the IC title, beating her the hell up for a disqualification, and pretty much crashes out. I like this. We're kind of building Maxxine Dupri to be this generation's Kelly Kelly. She reminds me of Kelly Kelly, the athleticism, just the pure baby face. And Becky Lynch is a good heel opponent for her to go against. And I can't wait to see how this plays out, where Maxxine gets a title rematch. We have to wait to see. Then we got the Kabuki Warriors in a promo. They tell us Rhea got what she deserved because over in Japan, they had a match and Rhea busted her nose. So Rhea Ripley will be out for pretty much most of the year. So yes, so Seth is out for most of the year. Rhea's out most of the year. But the Kabuki Warriors said it's time to take over. They're pretty much done with Io Sky and they're ready to demolish the tag team division. Finally, we have the Kabuki Warriors as real competitors. And please, put them as tag team champions and let them just have that reign. Because Asuka being here and Kairi being like her little evil sidekick just works. And then we have Adam telling Heyman that Reed and Breakker is no longer in the Battle Royal. Heyman is begging for them to be back, but Adam Pearce says no, like they attack Seth. This is why we're having a Battle Royal. They shouldn't get a second chance. And then Becky walks up to Heyman, and oh boy, Heyman was shook because Becky looked at pissed as hell. And Heyman says, "I'm so sorry, but like, Becky, you're better than Seth. You're the one." Becky says, "My husband knew you was gonna backstab him. He was just using you to get what he wanted. But when he comes back, he's gonna demolish everything that you built. Not you, but any future stars like Breakker, Reed, or whoever else you want to put in your group will get demolished. So good luck with that." So I loved it. Becky Lynch kind of hints when Seth comes back, he's going to be on his revenge tour. So I cannot wait to see how that all plays out. We have Stephanie Valkyrie La Primera versus Roxanne Perez in a really good match. Chain wrestling, quick holds from both women. Most of it was like a submission technical match. But near the end, Roxanne starts playing mind games. Stephanie hits the devil's kiss. Roxanne twists Stephanie's leg, but Stephanie hits a 6'9" and an SVP out of nowhere for the win. But then she gets jumped by Raquel and Roxanne, but then Nikki Bella comes in for the save. So most likely this would be a tag team match for Saturday night's main event, maybe? I don't know, really interesting. And then backstage, Stephanie says thank you to Nikki for helping her, and Nikki Bella says, anytime. I've been really like watching your stardom, and I like to see how you've grown, and I'm gonna be your friend. We can take out Judgment Day, but don't forget you have a championship, and it means you have a target on your back, so anyone can come after you. So most likely, not now, but Nikki Bella will go after the World Heavyweight title.
Are you sure about that?
I do not like it. I wish she went over the IC title, but it's gonna be interesting. Then backstage, we have Bayley and Lyra. So Lyra was talking to Adam Pearce about something. Bayley's like, is your birthday next week? And Lyra's like, yeah.
We do not care.
And Bayley's like, I have a surprise for you. Lyra's like, can you give it to me? And Bayley's like, no, next week. We're going to go. I'm going to have a big surprise for you. And Lyra looks terrified. So we have to see what this surprise is. Maybe this is when Bayley has a meltdown and she talks to fuck, bruh. We have to wait to see. And then we get the Battle Royal. So the winner will face CM Punk, a Saturday Night's main event, and boy, was it crazy. Everyone was brawling, throwing hands. These are my highlights. We had a big man fight with Ivar, Otis, Rusev. But Rusev eliminates Otis and Tozawa. Dragon Lee went flying after Judgment Day threw him off the ropes. Benta and Rusev was fighting back and forth on the re-apron, and that made Dominik Mysterio take them out. And the last four was Dominik, LA Knight, and the Usos, and AJ Styles. So everyone went crazy. Jimmy took out AJ Styles, Jey Uso took out Jimmy and LA Knight when they was brawling by accident. That's going to lead into some more blood later. And Dominik tries to steal the win, but literally, Jey Uso just tosses him out the ring. So at Saturday night's main event, the first match announced is Jey Uso and CM Punk for the World Heavyweight title, and Jimmy does not look happy about it, watching it by ringside. Pretty much everything is changing. A lot of people are coming back. A lot of people are getting injured. So it's kind of like this is no man's land. Anyone can come get an opportunity, and I like it. The only thing I didn't like was the tag team match, but I like everything else on the card. And I cannot wait to see where this goes for the rest of the year. So hopefully you guys liked the review, and I'll see you guys next time.